Every hour you steal from sleep, your brain adds it to a biological debt.
You've heard it a million times, right? The mantras of modern work culture, this idea that to get ahead, you absolutely have to sacrifice. But what if the one thing we're always told to give up, our sleep, is the one thing our brain refuses to let us forget? Today, we're going to get into the science of a powerful phenomenon your brain uses to collect on that unpaid debt.
This phrase, right here, it perfectly captures that hustle culture mentality. It's this promise that all the sacrifice is just temporary, that you can just catch up on rest later, once you've made it. But here's the thing. What if that's just not how it works? What if on a deep biological level, every single hour of lost sleep is being tracked? Like your brain is running this perfect, non-negotiable accounting system, and that debt just keeps piling up. Well, there's a name for that system, and it's not some motivational concept. It's a real neurological process. It's called REM Rebound. And in this explainer, we are going to break down the science behind it, why our modern work culture is basically a perfect trigger for it, and the real measurable cost of trying to ignore your brain's most basic needs.
Okay, first things first. To really get a handle on the problem, we need to understand the fundamentals. Like, what exactly is this type of sleep that we keep losing? Let's take a look.
So sleep isn't just an on-off switch. It's way more complex. Your brain actually cycles through these really distinct stages all night long, moving between light sleep, deep sleep, and the one we're really going to focus on today, REM sleep.
Now, REM sleep is fascinating. This is when your brain is incredibly active. We're not talking about passive rest here. It's the critical time for processing emotions, for consolidating memories. It's basically your brain's nightly software update. And this isn't just theory. It's well established by organizations like the Sleep Foundation and the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke.
So if REM sleep is that important, what happens when you don't get enough of it? Well, your brain doesn't just let it go. It has this incredibly powerful way of fighting back.
And this is it. This is the core concept right here. REM Rebound is your brain's response to being deprived of REM sleep. When you finally do get a chance to rest, your brain goes into overdrive. It prioritizes REM, jumping into that stage faster and staying there way longer. And look, this is a well-documented physiological mechanism confirmed in studies going back decades, like one by Bennington and his colleagues in 1995.
This really shows the difference perfectly. Think about it. A healthy night's sleep has this beautiful, balanced architecture of all the stages. But during REM Rebound, that balance is totally gone. The brain is basically in emergency mode, desperately trying to reclaim that lost REM time, often at the expense of everything else. So how does this sleep debt get created in the first place? Well, this brings us right back to our modern work lives, where hustle culture has created the perfect storm for chronic REM deprivation. I mean, the whole rise and grind thing directly sabotages our sleep. By making 5 or 6 hours a night seem normal or even like a badge of honor, you're just fundamentally cutting down the time you even have for REM. Then you add in high stress, which releases hormones that actively suppress REM sleep, and top it off with irregular schedules that just shatter your sleep cycles. As the National Institutes of Health noted in 2022, this lifestyle is pretty much a recipe for sleep disruption.
Now you might hear REM Rebound and think, hey, that sounds like a good thing. My brain is fixing the problem. But it's not really a solution. It's a symptom. It's like a flashing red light on your biological dashboard, telling you that some critical systems are failing.
Since REM sleep is so crucial for processing our emotions, messing with it has some immediate consequences. There's fascinating research, like a 2007 study by Yu and his colleagues, which demonstrated a clear link between sleep deprivation and a hyperreactive amygdala. That's the emotional center of your brain. This leads directly to more irritability, anxiety, and just overall stress. And when this becomes a chronic thing, the risks get even more serious. Long-term disturbance of REM sleep is strongly correlated with mood disorders like depression and anxiety. For instance, a 2011 meta-analysis by Pillai and his team highlighted these connections. So you see, REM Rebound isn't a fix. It's a sign that your brain is really struggling to keep its emotional balance. And here is the ultimate bitter irony. People sacrifice sleep to get ahead, to perform better. But the science is crystal clear. A lack of sleep, especially REM sleep, damages the very things you need for high performance. We're talking about your focus, your ability to make complex decisions, and your capacity to learn. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke has made this abundantly clear.
This leads us right to the central myth that fuels this entire hustle philosophy. It's time to put that belief head-to-head with what science actually tells us.
This is the promise, right? This is the core belief. Work more hours, sleep fewer hours, and you will outcompete everybody else. It's simple, it's seductive, and it is sold to us as the only way to succeed.
But the scientific consensus could not be more direct, and it says the exact opposite. Sacrificing sleep doesn't unlock some higher level of achievement. It fundamentally degrades your ability to think.
And we're not just guessing here. Extensive reviews, including a huge report from the Institute of Medicine's Committee on Sleep Medicine and Research back in 2006, show that sleep deprivation in the workplace leads directly to more errors, a nosedive in creativity, and a measurable drop in productivity over the long term. The very thing you are chasing is destroyed by the method you're using to get.
Okay, so if the hustle and grind approach is biologically just wrong, what does the evidence actually point to?
Well, the solution isn't some big secret, but it does require a pretty fundamental shift in how we think about rest. The recommendations from actual sleep science are pretty straightforward. Aim for a solid 7 to 9 hours a night. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time. Yeah, even on weekends. Actively manage your stress, because we know it's a key suppressor of REM. And maybe most important of all, we have to reframe sleep. It is not a luxury. It's not a sign of weakness. It is essential biological maintenance, just like eating or breathing.
I think this really puts it all into perspective. It's not a negotiation. When that sleep debt gets too high, your brain will take control. It will force a recovery that's often intense and imbalanced. It's this powerful, involuntary, biological response that you just can't argue with.
So at the end of the day, what's the ultimate takeaway here? Hustle culture sells you this idea of success today by taking out a high-interest loan against your health for tomorrow. But as we've seen, biology is the one creditor that never, ever fails to collect. You can try to delay sleep, but you can never, ever escape its cost.